What were you thinking when you got the ball back after the Saquon fumble at your 25-yard line? What was going through your head?
Just go win the football game. Go execute a drive that we practice every day before practice, which is a 2-minute drive. We do it every day, different situations. I assume over all the practices we've had that exact situation or something very similar to it. So just go out, execute the offense, and go win a game.
How much do you like being in that situation?
I mean, you enjoy it when it's an outcome like this, right? I enjoy being on the field, any play, no matter what play it is, so I'm just trying to enjoy it.
Did you say anything to your teammates in the huddle before that drive?
Let's go win the game. It's on us, on the offense.
Did you know you were going to have a big role this week with your legs? I mean, was that something more at halftime that they kind of talked about?
Yeah, I mean, it's always in every game plan every week. It's just how much we utilize it. Depends on what the defense is doing. And it just so happened to come up in the second half.
Isaiah said he was impressed the way you stuck your foot in the ground and on that long run that got to the 1-yard line. I mean, was that, did you like that play a lot?
I did, yeah. It's something I'm comfortable with. I've done it a lot in high school, I've done it in college, so something I've kind of done for a little while now.
Did you ever have fireworks go off for a non-touchdown?
I'm not going to lie. That was the first time. I was on the verge of celebrating, on the verge of not. I was like, It wasn't a touchdown, but we got say in.
The guy who launched the fireworks thought it was a touchdown.
I appreciate it for that. I appreciate the the belief.
What about the touchdown pass to Isaiah in the back corner? What did you see on that play, and how did that develop?
Yeah, so they played a good defense to it. Just scramble drill, something that we've emphasized a lot, honestly, this week in practice especially. And he made a great play, great catch, touchdown. That's it.
What did you say to him, or did Saquon say to you after the fumble?
That he's all good. Always, I believe in him. Same thing happens if I turn the ball over. He's the first one to come up to me. So when something in that situation happened the way it did, I was the first one to go up to him. We're good. Flush it. We're going to go win the game.
That's kind of a reversal of roles, though, for basically the face of the franchise and still a rookie quarterback. Yeah,
we have a high level of respect for each other, so we don't think of it anything like that. But that's how it is.
What does it say about this team that you were 2-8 3 weeks ago and you're in the playoff hunt now?
Just continuing to fight. I think in every game we've played this year that we showed that we never gave up on any snap, no matter what the score was. Never looked up at the scoreboard, just kept on fighting each and every play, each and every game, and it's starting to come to fruition with some of these games in the past now. And just going to keep trying to go 1-0 each week.
Tommy, you probably already answered this, but what do you think of your defense tonight? They're
unreal. Offensively, we could have helped them out more, getting some points or better field position with the turnovers that they were giving us. That's something we got to clean up, but they've done a tremendous job being able to get us the ball back, get stops how they did, and hold the offense and a team like that to that many points.
How much was your success running? Was that something that was pre-planned, or is it something that just sort of unfolded during the game?
It was something that unfolded during the game. It's kind of in every game plan that we have week in and week out, and kind of depends on what the defense is playing, and just so happened to come up in the second half.
What did you see? What did you see from the defense that made you think that up?
All the DMs just trying to go tackle Say in the backfield. So they're like, all right, well, let's read them now. So when they do that, I pull it, and I'm on the edge.
Tommy, when Saquon fumbled, was there a oh no moment, or what was the reaction?
I mean, at first, I didn't really know what happened. The reaction was, oh, this dude's running with the ball. They didn't blow the whistle. We got to get him down. So that was the first thing. And then after, stuff happens in games. On to the next play. Whether it's been me in the past throwing an interception, he's the first one there to tell me next play, I believe in you. So I was right there doing the same thing with him.
You said the same thing.
Yep.
Were you seeing their rush, the rush lanes well? It seemed like anytime there was pressure, you were escaping, scrambling very well, avoiding those sacks.
Yeah, the O-line did a really good job. That's all it really was. They did a great job. Lanes opened up, and I took advantage of them when they were there. But testament to those guys holding that D-line to that.
I know it's been a focus of you, avoiding sacks, avoiding the negative plays. Do you think you did a better job with that today? Obviously, you weren't sacked.
I was going to say, yeah, I'd say it went pretty well today with no sacks, right? I wish we could do that every week. I'm going to strive to do that every week, but I know that's not the reality yet always. But, just trying to get better on some little things each and every week, try to clean up things during the week in practice, watching film, and I look forward to see what this game had for me to work on.
Does a quarterback, especially a guy like you who's a rookie, does a fourth quarter comeback late, you need things on your resume and things that you do. First win, first snap, first this. Does fourth quarter comeback mean something to you?
I guess it might just something, I don't know. Not really to me, honestly. It's just football. Try to go score every drive, but especially in that situation, like I said before, it was something that we practice day in and day out. So to be able to execute that in a game was positive.
What was your reaction right after the field goal you won?
I was standing next to Dave's.
Yeah.
We were at first. I don't know if you wanted me saying this, but at first he wasn't going to look, and then he was like, "I'm going to look." I was like, "All right." So we stood right next to each other, and it was just, as soon as we saw it going, just pure excitement. I grabbed him, hugged him, told him I loved him, and celebrated with my teammates.
What can you say about Tommy and that situation right there to lead you down the field?
Yeah, that's his job. Third game of over 100 quarterback rating. Made good decisions, took care of the ball, used him in the run game. We just keep developing him. He's improving. Still got stuff to work on, but like I said 2-3 times last week, I think he's a young player that's doing the right things, making the most of his opportunity. Earned the right to play today, and he earned the right to play the next week. Kid's done a good job.
Dave, that's sort of an adjustment you made at halftime. It seemed like he came out
with the quarterback stuff.
Yeah, with some zone.
Yeah, I'd say we ran more.
Tommy
That's something that give Kafka and Bobby Johnson a lot of credit of the discussion kind of right even before half, leading into it. We hit that one big one where he kind of ran into Wan'Dale. But there was a lot of good discussion on the sideline, in the headset at halftime, spearheaded by Kafka and Bobby.
I mean, you have the game possibly sealed with Saquon on the long run. I mean, it's right on your sideline. It's just such a crazy
Pro football.
play. What's that?
Pro football. Things happen. So we had to go make it tough on ourselves, but drive down in 2 minutes with a rookie quarterback, made good decisions, and nail a field goal with a new kicker. But probably like to do it the other way. Yeah.
What was the conversation like with Tommy, on the last drive, trying to keep his composure and stuff?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. He keeps his composure. There was really nothing. Here's a couple plays we like. Go out there and rip that son. Pretty simple.
Brian, the team looks as though, not Tommy going down the field, but his teammates look like they have a lot of confidence in him. They seem composed, not just Tommy.
Yeah, they do. I'd say really all three phases. The defensive guys do. But again, he's earned that, and he knows we got plenty to work on. He's only started 4 games, but they do. They see him at practice. He has good practices. He's not afraid to turn it loose. I mean, that flea flicker we ran, what a play by Wan'Dale, who I know was getting asked by Wan'Dale last week. I think he played pretty good too. Had a lot of confidence in him. I was one of those where he came off to me after we scored a touchdown. He goes, "I know, I short-armed it a little bit. I saw him wide open." He goes, "I'll make good decisions." I said, "I know you will, man." But he does a good job of seeing it. Again, tough game against a good team. They don't give up a lot of points usually. We did enough. There's still a lot of things we could do better. We had some short fields that we could have capitalized on. As Paul alluded to, we obviously, turned it over there at the end, which, Saquon feels terrible about, and I feel for him. It was just kind of a fluke deal where we let it go. But 60-minute game, we knew it would be. They've been a successful team in December, so proud of our guys.
What do you make of being one game out of the final playoff spot?
Yeah, well, we're going to focus on New Orleans. We got a short week, so the guys are going to get in early. We're going to just focus on this week, like we always do. It'll be a tough environment down there. They just played a good game, so enjoy this one here for a couple hours and get to work here early. Short a day on preparation.